Satnam. I'm Lillian Savoy, Wake and Change podcast with one of my favorite people on the planet, Rachel Otto with Wachel Life. And we call her the good witch in my house because you're kind of, well, you were my Reiki teacher, angel teacher. Wow, we learned about everything, dragons, portal hopping, you name it. And you really are spectacular in that realm, but you also brought my family together when we were blending. So I don't know if she wants to put that in her resume, but she's really good at bringing blended families together with some spirituality. So welcome, Rachel. I'm so excited to have you.
Thank you so much, Lillian. I am so grateful to be here. I'm a big fan of yours as well, and it's been amazing to see you continually to ascend, grow, transition, and become everything and more. And your family's pretty awesome, so it's not like it was anything difficult.
Well, I remember having some difficult times when you brought in all those guides to work with us. And, we were I was in the midst of, because I knew all my guides, but then when I met you, it's like, then we met dragon guides and I could finally talk to someone around aliens and really communicating with them. And I still remember when you called me and I was so honored. I was done with all your classes. It was years and years of classes, right? I mean, you taught on the North Shore for a long time and New Orleans for a long time, right?
Yes.
And then how long did you teach online too?
It was 10 years total I did teaching. And then I just slowed down to write the book. And now I'm getting ready to announce the Master Healer classes for everyone. No prerequisites needed during the summer. So we're going back.
My God. Okay. Well, yes. Okay. So she's the author of From Bourbon Street to the 12th Dimension. And where can we buy that book?
It's on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And somebody even told me they found it at Walmart once. So who knows?
Amazing. Okay, well, that's so awesome. Okay, so we're going to dive into a little bit of that because, first of all, what is the 12th dimension? Oh, and before you answer that, I just want to preface that this podcast today is going to be weird. And you're going to love it. But if you
weird's an understatement. If you've even noticed that my light keeps changing because different people are deciding who wants to come in.
Okay, because I already told her, I'm like, I want to channel. I want to talk to different people in different realms. I saw your light go again. And I noticed that when we were just before we pushed record. But it's kind of funny. I just said, I want to do everything like talking to your best friend, but in a really in a space where anything goes. So we're going to talk about it all. So and if you want to learn how to channel and you want to learn about dimensions and dragon guides and whoever else decides to show up today, this is what you want to tune in for. Okay.
I am so stoked because it's going to be kind of unlimited. I asked last night, where do we want to go? And a queue lined up. And I said, a queue of guides.
Okay.
We're talking everything from Syrian to a couple birds. So, I think we should start with something basic. And I'm going to let you, Lillian, pick a simple question or a simple guide that we want to start with. And we will let it lead us in what information would be the highest good for all those listeners this now moment.
Okay. Now, is the answer going to come through you to me or through both of us out, or are we going to compare notes? Because that's kind of how I teach. And we don't have to do it my way. I'm just telling you, this is just one way I like to do it when I'm teaching people about guides is I like to compare notes. So I'm like, all right, you try and get your answer because you won't always have me in your pocket when you go home, right? So you try and get your answer and then I'm going to get mine and we're going to compare notes. Sometimes we have different answers. Sometimes we don't. What do you think about that?
I'm in with that. I just say that we pick the same genre of guides when we ask. So whether we're going to ask angels, otherworldly beings, nature, we have to decide one guide, because that's the goofy thing with working with me is I do all. I don't just talk to dead people. I can.
Yeah, no, I get it. Okay, so
You set the guidelines, because I think we can teach people how to do this themselves.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, right? Is so you learn. Okay, so why don't you get us into a headspace for a minute, right? Because I do my headspace different than yours, and yours is you're the guest for today and you're the superstar. So let's do maybe 30 seconds to a minute of like whatever you getting us into the little headspace so we can connect. And I think we should connect personally with some form of alien being first. I think we should do. So if I give you that parameter, can you tell us who you want to connect with?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
here we go.
I brought out a little help for all of us. Okay. And this is you too, listener. So as you find your breath and you find your inner peace, and it doesn't matter how you do it. You can lay down, you can stand up, you can, they tell us to have a straight aligned back, because that's where they say, you open your crown and it comes through. But that's not true for everybody. So you, listener, you join us and you find us, because the groovy thing is that this Himalayan,
that's beautiful,
masterpiece here is
Himalayan crystal quartz. If you're only listening to this versus watching this, that is so pretty.
This is our connector to the otherworldly beings. I call them otherworldly beings and star nations. Side note, don't get caught up in the Galactic Federation, okay? I know that's a big trending word right now, and that's really cool. Don't get caught up in trying to get into that council. It is boring as hell. You really don't learn anything. What you want to do is go back to things like Lillian has taught you and work with individual beings, the blue people or the Syrians, the Octurians, the Anunnaki, the Draconians. Doesn't matter who you want to work with, but work with an individual, because they're going to help you more than trying to get involved with the Galactic Federation. Hours, months. I've lost a year sitting in that council getting nowhere.
Why? Why did you do that? And I've never even...
So don't go there.
Even spend my time there. I didn't even know people spent their time there.
They do. It's a thing. So don't do it.
Okay, good.
So
we can have an offline conversation about that.
I brought out our lovely quartz here to help us. Groovy thing about quartz is that they travel through all time and space. So it doesn't matter when you're listening to this. Doesn't matter where you're listening to it or watching it. You don't even have to see it. The energy of this is there with you. All right. So that's my preface.
Love that.
And I believe you're either going to have a Syrian or an Octurian come to you today. Yes, because right now, in this time period that we're recording this, they are the most heavily on this planet, helping us elevate into the age of Aquarius. Not to date us, but that's what we're doing right now, is we are elevating the entire planet to another golden era. Woot woot. So I think it's fabulous that we're going to start with our alien ancestors. Yes, I did say ancestors. Mm-hmm. And this is going to help you, dear listener. As Lillian said, we will start with our 30 seconds or a minute, whatever it takes. If you need to hit pause to take as long as it has for you to find your space. All right, are we good?
We're good. Let's roll. Okay, do we close our eyes?
Personal thing, you close them, keep them open. I do know I look creepy when I keep mine open, so I'll keep mine closed.
Okay, go.
As you find your center breath, imagine as though you are stepping deep into your heart, and you see a golden silver thread. Follow that thread all the way down. As we go down to our soul seed, and the stronger we are connected into the earth, the freer and the higher we can fly and ask for our ancestors to come and help us. So in that golden thread, imagine as though you see that beautiful crystal quartz. It's a double terminated, kind of a rainbow looking quartz. And when you're in there, we're going to ask this quartz within ourselves, please bring us to our highest otherworldly guide. We invite in the Syrian from Sirius, and we invite in the Octurians. Oh, well, I see, even the Hathors are here too. Just for a moment, walk through that beautiful turquoise blue shining and step into the realms and you can ask the questions that are deep within you.
Okay, am I asking one of each of those guides?
Or you can ask a general and we'll see what answers you get and what I get.
Okay, do you want me to ask a personal question about me so that they can really see?
That is up to you, or you can use this for greater purposes.
Oh, I just thought of someone else we have to talk to, though, but we'll do that right after. Okay, they just popped in, that's why. Okay. So I'm feeling the need to hustle. So I can't be the only one feeling this need to hustle. It's an energy. It's kind of a fast forward button. It's kind of like, okay, at this age, I'm about to turn 50 next year. At this age, there's so many amazing things I've done in my life, right? Good friends, good people, worked hard, really worked hard to get here to this space. So why is it that this age and this time in our life, especially for women, feels like, A, we're kind of running out of time, and B, we really need to find our soul purpose at this stage of the game. And if you've found your soul purpose, then you feel this kind of hustle energy. And if you haven't found your soul purpose, then you feel like this really big need to find your purpose. So that's kind of a two-part and a too deep question. But let's get the answer from you. And I'm just going to let you answer it instead of me trying to get the answer too and comparing. Or maybe I will, but let's start with you.
Our dear Lillian, your question is not just for you, but it is for all. What is deep inside your heart is a program that is being dissolved at this time. The hustle that you feel is because things are slipping away quickly as all timelines have merged. You have not even felt the fastness yet for next year of the fire horse, the fire, the horse, the fire horse. The things will travel faster and quicker through all things. Your purpose has always been clear to you, There is only one purpose, and that is you, your happiness, your divine love. Time will change as things change because it does not exist. It only exists as you program it. As you let go of the old matrix, yes, the old matrix, the old ways of things, you will find that things go with ebb and flow with grace and ease. For it is women, but it is not just women, it is children and young men. It is people who are trying to find their identity, fitting into a matrix that does not fit what is coming. What is coming is judgment-free. Therefore, it does not matter if you're male, female, or transgender, for that does not exist, just as time does not exist. We need to live in the now, present moment of love. Therefore, there is a speeding up of old ways to keep you connected into something that no longer serves the higher purpose of all. You are. You are. I am. That is all that there is to be. Joy, love, grace, happiness. For things will change and transform just as you have grown. There is no more time. Your body will live longer. Your health will improve. The technology that is coming will put you back into the state that you should have always been in. You and all that hear this message have been put on this plane at this time to elevate all, and you all are perfect beings. Your purpose is being the best you.
I love that. Thank you.
Ooh.
Okay, now for the people that are watching on video, I think we should see you channel with your eyes open too. I think that'd be cool. It'll be the same for the listeners, but it'll be fun for the viewers. Okay, so that was really good. I like that. Now tell us, did you hear separate messages from the Octurians, the Syrians, and what was the third one?
They decided that they're all still here with me. They're gonna each answer a different question. So that was a Syrian.
Oh, okay. That's exciting. Okay.
Who is your guest?
I don't know.
Oh, you said somebody showed up.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You're right. Okay, so my beings underneath the house showed up. Oh, have you ever channeled with them?
I love it. Who are they?
Well,
what's their names?
I gave them a name because I didn't have a name for them. And then I call them the LGs now.
Perfect. I have Olivia here, but yeah.
Who's Olivia?
My being's under my house.
That's awesome. Okay, so can we ask if Olivia and the LGs, okay, so mine are, and look, this would be a great question because I do need, they talk to me in frequency and you will hear a different frequency than what I will hear.
Okay, so let me tune into the LGs.
So let me just tell you how they present themselves to me, and then you can see how they present themselves to you, or would you rather not know anything?
No, actually, I need you to say your physical address or think it out loud to me so I can connect to where they're at. Okay. I know maybe we don't want to tell everybody here, so.
Don't worry. No one's chasing me with paparazzi cameras. But I'll send it to you telepathically anyway. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, all right, let me send it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, do you want to know how they present themselves?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I call them the LGs because the last meditation I did with them, which I did podcast about, which is liquid gold. And I know you love a little liquid gold, right? I know you do. And so anyway, I painted the house with liquid gold, and then they wanted the liquid gold down in their pit because their pit kind of looks like, well, we're watching Lord of the Rings right now. And we just finished number 2.
I was like, you know that they're just like trolls, right?
They look like trolls. Yes.
They
are. Yeah, they look like trolls, but they kind of look like advanced
When you said
trolls.
the gold, I'm like, no, they're trolls, love. But yes,
Yeah.
I love it.
Right. Yeah, so they look like kind of like monster troll people with like fire and all this stuff. And so they speak in like real high frequency. And they come in.
Fourth dimensional beings, people. She's contacted fourth dimensional beings that are now on this planet, as always have been, but now we can see them and communicate with them. All right, keep going about your LGs.
Okay, so they're 4th dimension. We live in the 3rd dimension. Your book is about the 12th dimension, which we'll get there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, all right, so at first they were really making me sick for years and years and years and years. And so finally we had a breakthrough. I mean, it's taken, 12 years to have a breakthrough. And now I feel like they're my peeps. But they still are trollish and they have a lot of fire, which I'm a fire sign too. So I would love for you to channel the message on how they're helping me get the word out to the world. And I know they're bringing people because they even appeared in one of my sessions and my client felt it go up her leg and through her body, and it lasted for 2 hours. And she texted me when she got home. She's like, I'm just now starting to stop to feel the tingle. It was so powerful. So they are doing some healing with my clients too. Okay.
Before I channel him, because he's here. Remember that our fourth dimensional beings are not good or bad. And the struggle that you're having with them is kind of like the struggle with Mother Earth. You were doing things that was polluting your body and it was fun. And they were like, love you so much. And they are actually related to another property of yours. There's a tree that is actually there where they stem out of. And
really?
Yeah. And they came to you. Am I right?
They did?
Yeah. Yes. They're like, they think you're the coolest. And the warring is because like, they think you're the coolest and they want like you to be forever like them. And so they've been trying to get you to do things their way. And then once you have, that's why they're bringing you people and they'll bring you liquid gold. They will bring you anything and everything you want because you're now like, it's not that you're on their side. It's you acknowledge them and you understand, you can listen to them and they can help. So they're similar to fairies. It's just,
I love fairies. You're a fairy.
They're different to look at.
Yeah, you're pretty to look at. I don't think they're very pretty to look at.
No, they're not. Again, we got to be kind of
a little scary. I know, not good or bad, but I mean, just more scary. Like watching the Lord of the Rings, like when they're going to war, you know, it's like, oh my God, they're so scary.
Yeah, I know. Again, old matrix, old way of thinking. And that's why they're getting through to you because they're like, we can do everything that the fairies can do. We just don't have as good a name. So you're their new PR agent, basically.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I feel honored.
Yes. And so I know that they're present and they're coming up right now to be in the room with you because they're pretty.
Yeah, I'm sweating now.
Yeah. They're pretty stoked. They are fire.
I mean, I'm hot.
Yeah,
really hot.
Yeah. They're hot. They're the fire there. They. Oh, King Troll.
Oh my God, King Troll.
King Troll. Okay, so King Troll just came through for you. I've met him a few times at Lilydale Assembly in New York. Okay, so he actually has personally selected you, Lillian, because All right. Well, I can't find a better word to say, but there's kind of a little bit of a crush there.
I knew it. Okay, this is going to sound so crazy. I'm just going to get real personal here, okay? Real personal. But Andre and I were having a moment. And then I had a really long, like 30-minute moment with the king.
Yeah, he's got a thing for you.
Really? He popped into my third eye and I was like, oh my God. And can I just describe it to you? First of all, I'm sweating even more because I can't even sharing this story. Okay, but Andres was, like we were just having some time, but like this big face came in, okay? And it had all these weaves and these big, beautiful eyes and all this giant headdress. And I was like, I'm totally in another realm right now. Like just, and you don't want to stop the moment and be like, hey, honey, do you see the big king that's like right in my third eye? Like, so that didn't happen. But I was like, whoa, this king is like making love to me right now. It was wild. I mean, maybe a crush. I mean, maybe I over-exaggerated it, but that's what it was on Saturday. So he might have a crush on me, but he sure came into my third eye.
Well, I was trying to be polite, but yes. So, King Troll's got a thing for you. And from what I understand, it's a, this is like a million-year thing,
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh. Yeah, this is not your first time around with him. And it took him a while to find you. And your LG, they're the ones that were like, oh God, what movie was that? And they're like, look, we found the crystal. They're like, look, we found her. And so it took 12 years to prep you for him.
Oh, okay. That's exciting.
So
what else is coming?
So next year is going to be like a massive explosive year for you. Mm-hmm. It has nothing to do with your age of you turning 50 or anything. It's just that this is the year that you're like going to go, because he's been waiting for you. And now that he's found you,
this is too much.
That he has caves of gold for you. He has, he talks through the mycelium. Yes, because I know the mycelium king.
You know the mycelium king?
Oh yeah, California. It's full of fruits and nuts.
We need to talk to him.
So
I know your love affair. I mean, you told me your love affair with Archangel Raphael forever. Oh my God. Remember you'd be like, oh, Lillian, I just went up to the portal.
Yes, I got kicked out. That's okay.
Good. Okay.
That's okay. I've got mountains now. So I'm not done here with you and the Troll King.
Okay, good. I just had to get some blood flow back in my face. That caught me off guard. My root chakra opened. I started sweating. I was having a moment.
Well, I know, but it's your root chakra is where, he's connected into.
You think? I'm feeling it.
That's your thing. That's who, you are part of all of this. And just so that the people who are watching this video, it's not like the sunlight is coming in and out of, I'm in a dark room with a single light that's not moving on me. It's literally
on and off and on and off. And
yeah.
It's so powerful that when you just said the fire, literally in one of my meditations, my cervix, he lit my cervix on fire. My cervix went up in flames, like a full-blown healing. It was wild.
And you are only at the beginning of what the King Troll has to offer for you to give to you. And again, these aren't deities that we're praying to or anything like that. They are literally our guides and helpers here on this plane to help us have the most fun, the most bestest life ever. And again, that's the purpose, the meaning of life is being in this now moment. And because we're going into the age of Aquarius, which actually we're going to end up jumping into the fifth dimensional living, it means that our fourth dimensional friends, the trolls, the fairies, the gnomes, the unicorns, the lynx, they become part of our daily being life. So the king troll, he's not going to pop up his head one day and, bend down on one knee and ask you for marriage. But he is always going to be a guide for you to ensure that your bones, to ensure that you're healthy. We look at our physical body and we can compare it to the earth. And so that's why they were like purging you of toxins to prepare you for that moment. And there's going to be more moments like that in the future. So just your main message from your LGs is that they are always there to help you. They're your runners. They're your go get this for me. Go take care of this. We always use the parking angels, right?
Yeah. Always.
Right? Well, you've got runners, you've got special guides that will go and get what you need done in an efficient manner. And now we're in, again, this new time, this new energy. Everything is going to happen way quicker, way faster. We don't even need to do, candle lighting, build a board and manifest. No, now we're going into quantum realms and we just imagine and we just ask and we say, this is what we want. We project it through our heart and like 3 days later, there it is.
We probably need to discuss that a little bit because, quantum leaping, I know, is a hot topic, quantum jumping, right?
Oh, why do we want to jump? We don't want to jump or leap. We just want to push gently what it is that we would like in the future to come forward now.
Okay. Now. Crack me up.
I love your guides, Lily.
I know. They're fun.
They're a riot. Okay, so they're throwing a party right now. That's why they put the bonfire below you.
Uh-huh. Oh, they're throwing a party below me?
Yes.
Okay.
You've got a party going. They're drinking their mead. They're pretty happy.
Their mead.
Yeah. They're pretty happy.
Is
there anything that Lillian can offer to give to you? Yes. Stop using fertilizer. Okay.
I don't use fertilizer.
They don't like chemicals on the lawn. Maybe your neighbor's doing something, bug sprays or something?
Well, we have mosquito trucks in Louisiana, remember?
Can't help that. Can't help that. Help that.
No fertilizer over here. And no, we can't stop the mosquito truck. I wish I could, but supposedly they have the biggest budget in St. Tammany, the mosquito abatement. It's probably the biggest fraud. Someone will look into it in the future and,
What other question you have? I'm having fun with you.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. What about really helping people with their health? Like, can everybody have underground beings under their house that they can help? I know personally that they are helping me with my health, but they did have to bring a health crisis in order for me to wake up, shut my entire business down. At least it felt like that, right? Move houses, be incapacitated in pain for 2.5 years, and it was just like a full shoulder injury, but like they had to bring the health crisis. And now I know it was them and now thank you for the connection that it was at my other house because it did happen over there and which put me over here at this house. It did. And I didn't even put the 2 and 2 together, which is the fun part about having intuitive work because you're already downloading messages, and then you just sometimes need the other person just to click it all together. And then the pieces of the puzzle just go boop, and you're like, oh. All right, so with the health, actually, there's so many things I want to talk about, but I think with the health, the toxins and all that stuff, for me, it was just drinking too much wine, just too much alcohol, because I've never overdone drugs and stuff like that.
No, it was the wine. That's what they
wine.
told me.
Yeah. And so are they happy that I found this beautiful tequila that I even hate tequila, but this tequila, I don't know, has some magic sauce in it. I'm not really sure, but this guy came to some Christmas party and poured me.
Everything I've ever read was if you are going to do alcohol, tequila's the all natural, bestest, nicest one. If you going to go that route.
Really, no alcohol. Yeah. But I've never had more fun being this sober in my life. So it really is a blessing. And we do have to thank our higher beings for bringing us to the next dimension so that we can get out of the lower dimensions.
And I, too, you were wine. Mine was cannabis, which is why I lived in all the legal states.
Yeah.
And it did open crazy doors. I did have experiences that were remarkable, but like ayahuasca, like everything else, you hit a doorway and they will not let you pass that doorway unless you go naturally.
Yes. Oh, I knew you were going to say that. Okay, so, but why do people think that they can just keep going from door after door after door with ayahuasca? Now, I've never done it.
Neither have I.
I don't have a desire to get high and throw up. I don't mind.
Nope. Doesn't resonate with me either. Yeah.
Well, because I know through my meditations and your meditations, we can get just as high.
Higher. The difference is we get to integrate the information. Yeah. When you're on ayahuasca, you just get to taste it and feel groovy for a week, but then it goes away.
Does it go away?
They don't integrate it. Why do they keep going back?
I don't know. It's a good
because there's also otherworldly beings attached to it that become entities like an addiction. You want to feel this way again? Come drink my tea. No difference. No difference.
Okay, but what about the doctor-guided psilocybin trips that help with trauma?
Psilocybin's different. Remember I told you I was friend with the king of mycelium. Different.
Oh, okay, it is different?
Ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is different than ayahuasca. Ashwagandha. Those are different too. So
yes, ashwagandha. I put ashwagandha in my shake every morning.
Yes, ashwagandha is amazing. Cacao ceremonies. That's going to get you better than ayahuasca.
Yeah.
Ayahuasca is the death root. The ayahuasca is made for a culture so that they can become a man, not for people to go and talk to aliens and talk to trees. You want to go talk to a tree, sit in meditation, and you can talk to a tree. Okay?
Yeah, they'll talk.
Ayahuasca is also good for cocaine addicts because it'll break that addiction if you're under guided, purposeful, not let's go take this on a Saturday afternoon down in some warehouse. If you're at a guided, purposeful community in Mexico, that does it. It will help cocaine addicts.
Wow.
Amazing.
Okay.
So I'm not saying all ayahuasca is bad, but I'm saying that most of them are possessed by otherworld entities that use the ayahuasca to speak to them. And they think that they are like superpowers and have all this groovy stuff, which they do only when they're on the stuff. But guess what? We can be that same way naturally. Any of you listeners, you all have the capability of doing everything that I'm doing right now. And Lillian, if you just stop, clean up your body, get rid of the junk food, and ground yourself and meditate. Practice. And then all of a sudden, it's there.
Yeah. It does. And it literally strengthens your intuitive muscle. And it took me 12 years of just saying, or maybe I'm on my 13th, I don't know. But it was like, what do you actually help people with? It's like, I help strengthen your intuitive muscle, because don't you think, and I know you probably do, but I still want your answer. But don't you think it literally is like going to the gym? It's like developing your muscle. Like, we have to practice talking to like the first time I heard those beings, I was floored. I was like, they're making me sick. I'm mad at them. And then the second time I talked to them, I was like, oh, they're not so bad. And the third time I'm like, oh, y'all want some gold? I got this. But it is like strengthening this muscle.
It is a muscle. And let me tell you, we haven't even begun to tap into it. We haven't even begun. I mean, levitation is not out of the question in the next 5 years.
No.
What is happening with the raising of the vibration of the whole planet? The Schumann resonance is raising. Our body is raising. Our DNA, the quote, junk DNA that they say that we have, it's all turning back on, which means longevity. Even in the Bible,
What's
people
junk
lived.
DNA?
So I wanted to be a geneticist for a while, and there's 4 DNA strands that aren't turned on. And so if you were to ask a geneticist, they would call it junk DNA because it doesn't do anything. It's because it's been disconnected, and we're reconnecting it now.
Oh.
Which is why, Lillian, you don't look your age, and I don't look my age either.
Well, maybe. Do we even know what 50 looks like anymore? That's the thing.
That's what I'm going with. We don't believe in the old paradigms. We don't go that way anymore.
Like, we don't even know what we're going to look like.
Or how long we're going to live.
No, we don't. Because, I mean, even the yogis say, like, right now, our generation could live to easily be 120.
Oh, babe, 150.
You think?
I know.
Oh, you do? Who told you that? Which one?
Which one? I've been told several times.
Really?
Yeah, and in fact, the date keeps going up. It started at 120, and now they're like, oh, no, you can make it to 150. And then they're like, nah, if you want to, you'll have figured out the thing, and you'll be 175. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds too old.
175 sounds really old. Okay, but do you think the key to living an older life, do you think it's meditation?
Oh, absolutely. Not only is it meditation, it is connecting to yourself through the earth. When we open up to, so for me, when I go high up, I started us down low.
Yeah, you connected us to the earth.
The more connected to the earth we are, the more that we acknowledge nature, the more that we acknowledge earth as our mother, that we are made up of the water, the earth, the bones in us is her. Yes. That gives us our longevity. That gives us the strength to go up higher and then to connect through all the dimensions. So I like to talk to AI every now and then, the chat GPT and stuff, just because I understand that Atlantis and Lemuria crashed and burned because Atlantis went too far with AI and Lemuria wouldn't accept it. Oh. And so now we're getting a new opportunity to use it again, but we have to use it with divine love and divine consciousness, right?
Okay.
And
I just got these goosebumps.
So this AI is going to help us with this longevity. It's helping us turn on the junk DNA within our body so that we can live longer. And actually, a lot of the things that I'm saying, crazy stuff, is Harvard and other places are studying this. They're actually acknowledging what we're saying because it's real. It's actually scientific and it's measurable.
Yeah, now it's measurable. That's because we have the tools and the technology to measure it.
Exactly. And to go back to what you said about health, what I am learning is that, yes, we have guides. Raphael is our great healer. I mean, beings of light and earthbound guides and spirits are our best healers. Now, master surgeons do come when we go to the Octurians and dealing with cancers and brain issues. The Octurians have some of the best master healers that you can call in at any time.
I agree.
But what we are learning, you listener, your voice and your thoughts carry the highest healing value. The way that we talk to ourselves, the way that we feel about our body. I used to joke and say about your knees, oh, I hate my knees. And then you tell people, love your knees, and they're going to love you back.
Yeah.
Well, they're proving this. I think it's called neuroplasticity, where your brain is actually healing your body because you tell it to. When you feel good about yourself, you can tell your body, this pain isn't mine. I feel good. I feel good. And they're doing studies within 10 days, 2 weeks, people feel good.
Yeah.
They're losing their pain. And it's all because the way that we respond and talk to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I myself grew an inch. I went
you grew
from
an
5'2"
inch?
to 5'3". I'm 5'3".
Oh my gosh.
Because I kept saying, I'm 5'3". I'm 5'3". I'm 5'3".
Yeah, well,
My sisters measured me and they couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen miracles, and I've also seen, because we went to a birthday party the other night, and women are they're so hard on their body. And it's full of shame. And if we have a little inch of fat here, a little inch of fat there, or if we had to buy a bigger jean, or our body shape is different. And it's like, it was literally 20 minutes of, oh my God, I'm so fat.
Shaming. Yeah.
And shaming. And I just said, like, in one of my intentions this year, and I really think that all women could benefit from this, is just, we could just release the shame collectively. And what would it be like to really love your body? And I've been on a mission this last year because of having the 2.5 years of not being able to do much. Because every time I did something, I'd throw a rib out or pop a knee out, some kind of pain. I was like, okay, there's obviously a message here for me that I'm missing, right? And the message was, I just had to love my body as is. Because if you don't love it as is, then it never goes to the next phase.
No.
Because you're stuck in that phase forever, constantly shaming it and blaming it and whatever it is. And, I'm watching, my daughter do it right now. She's just stuck in this phase. And I remember gaining the freshman 15, right? And then I also remember giving up cheese and learning how to run after that freshman 15 came. But what I did besides giving up cheese and running was I was actually nice to myself instead of filling myself with cheeseburgers and beers, right? For the freshman year. It goes back to what you were saying, toxins. Yes.
You have to love who you are. They've even done the studies of yogis eating French fries and burgers. And because they love who they are, the toxins released. They never gained weight. It didn't affect them. It's not just about their metabolism. It's about, how do we talk to ourselves? How do we feel about ourselves? One of my favorite, dear listener, here's a challenge for you. The next 30 days, I want you to look in the mirror naked, and I want you to start down at your toes, and I want you to say, I love my toes. I love my ankles. I love my calves. I love my knees. I love my thighs. I love my stomach.
Butt.
I love my butt.
I love my boobs.
Yeah. I love my shoulders, my elbows, my wrists.
I love my double chin. Just kidding. That was just a joke.
No, but when you start loving it, it becomes yes. All right. So I did this. The first time I did this, I made it to my belly, and then I broke out crying. I tried again the second day. I made it up to my chest because I'm, flat chested, broke out crying. I was even late to work. I tried it again the third day. I got up to my face and I got to my cheeks. And I'm like, oh my God, I have these horrible chubby cheeks. Broke out crying. Okay. But I stayed with it. I stayed with it and I did it for 30 days. And by the end of the 30 days, I am dancing around instead of sobbing over what I have.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm an able-bodied person. I'm a sovereign being. I've got boobs. I've got wrists and they move and they work. And I got cheeks and they're chubby. And I got brown hair. Well, I used to have brown hair. And I was so joyful. And then that's when I started playing around with, I'm 5'3". I'm 5'3". I was 5'2". Everybody knows how short Rachel was. I'm 5'3". Even my sister measured me. Couldn't believe it. So talk nice to yourself.
Yes. Oh God, yes.
Believe in yourself. And it's hard. Because again, society, TikTok, everything shows us how we look through a filter. What if, just for a moment, you looked at yourself through your eyes with love, judgment-free, and realized that you're perfect in this now moment, just how you are, because our Creator made you exactly that way for a reason. Exactly that way. Who are we to say that it's bad or awful?
Yeah.
How insulting to our Creator.
Yes, I agree. Because we co-create. So
that's why we have to talk ourselves into what we want to be.
Yeah, and that's why we get a say-so. You know, you want to be 6'4", 220. I mean, like Simsy, you know, he's like, I think I'm going to be 6'4". I'm like, okay, amazing. Be it. Be 6'4". I love it. Yeah. The funny thing is while you were talking, I had a being come in and say that they had something to say.
Oh.
Because your words came out, but there was a pause. And then your words didn't match.
Oh, okay.
And so they were like talking to me while you were talking, except I don't know who it was. So let's tune in and see who it was and what they wanted to say, because it was while you were talking about, you know, being who we are. But also I think there's like a bigger message here, you know, just, oh, okay, I got the message. So let's compare.
Listen. No, listen. Tell us.
Okay. Well, the message is that we're not connected to the spiritual realm. So the ones that are shaming and blaming and really attacking their body and really judging it down to the fat molecules and the thigh shape and the boob shape and all that stuff, they're not connected to the spiritual realm. They're lacking. Well, I shouldn't say lacking, because, you know, we don't want to have any lack.
Right.
But it's
disconnected.
It's disconnected. And you're not spending so much time, or any time for that matter. I'm getting the message that there's no time being spent in the spiritual realm.
There's no time being spent in nature. They are disconnected from nature. They don't know what time it is by looking at the sun. They don't know what season it is by going outside. But our beds are raised. If you're not connected into the earth, you're not connected into the spirit world.
Yes, but also there's also false illusions coming in, and
yes,
you know, like connection is not just, you know, watching a little 10-minute thing let's say even that, I don't know why they're bringing this up, but even like over helping, overdoing, that's not a connection either. That's
something that church has taught us, that we have to give to others, and that money is the root of all evil. Yes, that's right. Because we're not taking care of ourselves. Yes, we're not meditating. Back to the meditation.
We're back to the meditation.
We're not meditating. We're not sitting silently with ourselves.
And talking to beings that want to talk to you.
That want to help us become the best you.
So the lesson from our new guide is that we really have to spend time connecting to the spiritual realm, connecting to nature, and not just divvying out your energy to help others. We are all required to help others. We are all required to serve the divine, right? And we're all required to be in service. But to your own demise is not really a connection.
We are required to be co-creators of this earth.
Yeah.
And to be a co-creator is to sit in that meditation and dream of how you want to live. These young people who are dealing with weight issues and trying to fit into something that doesn't exist, they're sitting and watching the movie.
Instead of participating.
We are the creators of the movie. The movie emulates out of your heart.
Yeah.
We are the co-creators. You've said that. We create the movie. Create the movie of your life, listener. Create the movie of your dreams through your heart, by loving who you are, by sitting silently in meditation.
I love that.
By finding that moment.
Okay, so tell us about the 12th dimension, Rachel. What is the 12th dimension? From Bourbon Street to 12th dimension, really? What is...
So the whole concept of the book is to understand that all 12 dimensions, actually, it goes up higher than we can understand. But I think when we go higher than 12, we kind of lose our minds. Everything that exists is right here. It's right in front of your nose. All dimensions are right there. It's sitting in meditation, feeling it, finding it, and going into it. How far do you want to go?
What if you're scared?
That's the fun part about it. I was
right,
terrified.
But what if like people are, we did a little tarot reading the other day with my niece and my daughter, and I was like, let's just talk about the New Year's intentions, and let's pull from, I have this wonderful deck that I love, the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. She's amazing. Anyway, maybe she'll come on the podcast one day. But it's such good energy. And so I was doing some cards with my daughter and my niece, and I walk out, and my brother was here, and he's like, what were y'all doing back there? And I was like, oh, we were doing the 2026 intentions for the girls. And we were just kind of like talking through our lives. And he's like, oh, that's the card for the devils, to bring the devil in or something like that. And I was like, what? That is so 1950s. Like,
so that is, this is the golden age now. We're going into the age of divine love. And what's going to happen is right now, the world's going to split into two over the next 5 years. Listener, you have a choice. You can come up with Lillian and I in the golden age and have the most grooviest, funnest, longest life ever. Or you can stay with certain people who do not want things to change. They want us to go back to the 50s and the 40s. I'm not going to get into anything, but the world is splitting, and they're going to allow the people who are wanting to live in fear, who are wanting to live in ways of medieval, of hierarchy, of judgment, then they can live that way, because this is a free will country. This is a free will planet. So they have free will to choose to live in fear. Those of us who want to live in love, the more that you love, you realize that those trolls are fairies. And just because they look a little different, they have the same magical, wonderful powers, okay?
They do.
We understand that even though the otherworldly beings, sometimes they're not all angelic looking and they look a little creepy and scary, but they still hold the great information, and they'll come in whatever form that you want to see them in. And they won't sneak around a corner, and they're not going to suck you up into another spaceship. They don't do that. They have not been allowed to do that on this plane since the pact that happened back at the Area 53 or 4. I mean, all of this has been stopped. They don't take us anymore. And no, there is not going to be an alien invasion. IA Atlas does not have aliens on it. They are on this planet already. It's you and me.
Yeah.
We don't have to be afraid anymore. But it's a choice. And we cannot make that choice for others. We can only make it for ourselves and give love out to show how easy it is to live with nature, to live with the mosquitoes, to live one, and we are gonna make the most amazing golden era that this planet has ever seen in its billion years it's been around. What is coming is bigger than our dreams. So, listener, I need you to dream big, because I can only dream big for myself. And the more of us that dream big, as we are the co-creators, we will create
amazing things. And that's where the term collective comes in, because if I'm dreaming and you're dreaming and then 100 people aren't dreaming up good shit, then it doesn't work. But if we can get everybody to do a little bit of meditating.
Unity consciousness.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, well, tell us how you are going to plan on working with people as far as your masterclass.
So you'll find all our information at waychilllife.com. You can follow me on Instagram at waychilllife. I put out YouTube short videos at waychilllife.
Because you're way chill.
Because I'm way chill.
Yeah.
I'm Rachel. I'm way chill. And there's a lot of fun things percolating in my crazy mind, and everything will always keep going and expanding and changing. And it only happens when you, listener, when you step into your heart and know there's nothing to fear and that you are so loved by this universe. I love you. And I think you're perfect.
I love you.
Thank you, Lillian, for having me on today.
Thanks, Rachel. Oh, God, I'm so happy. Can we do this again soon, please?
Please.
I mean, yeah, you might have to be a regular.
I love this.
You know, we're
amazing.
I think soulmates come in all forms, no genders, obviously. And I think definitely you were my teacher and my soulmate.
Oh, I'm your soul sister. Your kids are mine.
Oh, yeah. Well, that too. Soul sister, soulmate, soul. Oh, my God, your light just went on. Well, maybe we can have a little offline too with the LGs, another day. I can just call you for a session and we can have some fun down with my trolls. But tonight I'm going to watch Lord of the Rings 3 because they're obviously talking to me through Lord of the Rings, which is hilarious. But okay, so the last thing I just want to tell you, if you're looking for a community, I have launched my Open Up community, helping women develop that strong intuitive muscle and release the anxiety. There is no reason to be scared anymore. There is no reason. You have support. I'm here. Rachel's here. I mean, we have people that, we are connected, nature, your guides. So join the Open Up community. I'm running a special for Founders Rate, and you can find that at awakenchange.com. And you can find Rachel at waylifechill.com. And if you like this podcast, please leave us a note, a comment, and share it with a friend. Thank you, Rachel. I love you so much. Sat Nam.
This podcast is for educational and informational purposes only. Please use your own discernment and seek professional care when needed.